Welcome back to another episode of Durarara. So in the previous episode, we had so many really cool details dropped on us. So we can start connecting some dots, but obviously a lot of the things are still very much up in the air. But we found out that, well, let me get my my trusty notes here. So we found out that the slasher is actually the blade Saika, the katana Saika, which is just a katana that basically possesses anyone who holds it, right? It's basically, yeah, some kind of katana that possesses the holder. So, there's no... Sonohara is not the slasher. Haruna is not the slasher. Now, did Saika possess them at some point to be the slasher for a period of time? We don't know, but we saw Saika actually approach Sonohara at the end of the episode, so it definitely wants to take over her body. Now, I don't know how exactly it works. Is it like a thing that it takes over your body, does one attack with it, and then lets you go, and then that's it? Is it like a semi-permanent thing where it kind of like takes over the body for like a longer period of time? I don't know. We'll find out what the actual, I guess what the details around it are, right? Around Saika. So we also found out that Shingen, that's it, Shingen was actually in possession of Saika back during the Celti days. That's how he severed, because one of the actual, what's the word? Qualities? One of the things that Saika can do is it can cut through a soul. It can cut soul, like a soul into many pieces. That's why, or that's how Shingen was able to cut Celti's soul in two pieces. So part of her soul being in her head and part of her soul being in her body. Now the question is, can her head even awaken? Because Iza is obviously trying to awaken the head. Can the head even awaken if it only has, let's say, like 20% of the soul within it? I don't know, but we'll find out as the anime goes on. The other things that also happened in the previous episode is we found out more about the... Well, we didn't really find out that much more, but there were the yellow scars being mentioned again, like building up their power. Kida being mentioned again as a former member of them. And also we saw him visit his girlfriend, which we don't know exactly what's happening there. Obviously, him flirting with like a lot of the other girls outside of the hospital and like out in school and stuff like that definitely gives us the image that he doesn't have a girlfriend, but she said that she is Kida's girlfriend. So what's happening there? We'll see exactly what that dynamic is all about. And the next thing is Niekawa Haruna. So Niekawa Haruna, Niekawa Shuji, and the actual teacher. So we found out that the teacher actually has some kind of something happened with him and Haruna. It seemed like he was pestering Haruna in a similar way that he's now pestering Sonohara, but the teacher seems very scared of the mention of Haruna. When Kida mentioned Haruna, the teacher was like really scared. Like he looked like, oh, this is not an information that you should know, and because you know it, like it seems like there was some kind of past there that even the teacher doesn't want to talk about and doesn't want others to talk about. So that's very interesting. I wonder if it is just as simple as him, what's the nice way to say it, molesting Haruna until she actually kind of I guess moved schools or whatever, or if there is something more happening there. We'll find that out in the future. And what else was there? I feel like there was so many different things in the previous episode. Yeah, I mean, Shingen is just a weird guy. I actually like his energy a lot, as I said, but I do wonder... Oh yeah, that's the one thing that I wanted to talk about. I wonder what he was like with Saika, right? What happened there? Was he possessed by Saika when he was holding it, or was he somehow able to not be possessed? Because there's a part of me that actually hopes that he was actually... that the reason why he enjoyed the actual like torture of Celti so much is because he was possessed by Saika, but I have a feeling that's not the case. I have a feeling that the reason why he enjoyed torturing her so much is because of his crazy scientist side. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see all of those things in the future. So, yeah, anyways, let's just go into the episode. So if you want to watch this uncut and unblurred, as always, on Patreon down in the description. And let's go into Durarara, episode 15? Yeah, 15. Whoa. Shuji? Oh, it's Shizuo, isn't it? If he's flying, then it must be Shizuo. Yeah. Even fools can give good counsel. Well, I said he's a reporter. He could also be a detective. Oh, he is a reporter, okay. Cookie. Yeah. Tom. Oh! What? They just mentioned that in front of him about his. I guess he couldn't really put it together that that teacher that they're talking about. I'm guessing that is supposed to be Haruna's teacher as well, his daughter's teacher. That's wild that they just mentioned it in front of him. That's crazy. I mean, that's kind of for us, I guess, to know. We don't even know if they're talking about the same teacher because he didn't really. Well, we didn't see a interaction between the teacher and Shizuo at all. The slasher? Oh, Simon. Good friend, yeah. I think so. Heiwa wa iyo. Heiwa jima. Bro! Mr. Shiki. Wow, that's something that I need to write down. Jiraiya! Mr. Shiki. That's Jiraiya's VA. Mr. Shiki. Among like many other roles. Okay. Is this a new side then? Heiwajima. Such a good VA. The only problem I have with this VA is I can only imagine Jiraiya speaking. Information dealer.
字でしたら話が早い。実は池袋最強を決めるというコンセプトで書こうと思ってまして。
最強ね。あの町では強い人はゴロゴロいますけど、素手の喧嘩なら寿司屋のサイモン、なんでもありならしずちゃん。
しずちゃん。That's cute.
しずちゃん？
平和島静雄。どうせ彼のこと聞きに来たんでしょ？
まあ、その静雄
You're way above your head, my guy.
あいつのことなんて俺が知ってれば十分だ。俺は奴が苦手だから知ろうとするけど、それだって不愉快だし、話したくもない。
そこをなんとか。
ところで煮江川さん、娘さんはお元気ですか？
I don't know.
あんなことで転校するなんて親としては心配でしょう。半年前、平和島静雄に接触して街灯とともに空を舞った雑誌記者。あの街でいろいろ嗅ぎ回られるとこっちの仕事に支障が出かねないんでね。
あんた、一体。
He knows everything.
今あの街はいろいろと物騒なことが起こっててね。
それはダラーズと黄金族の抗争のことと関係がある。
それもあるし、そのきっかけとなった切り裂き魔の事件。
切り裂き魔？
ただでさえコントロールの効かない都市伝説がいるってのに、これ以上。あ、そうだ、平和島静雄について聞きたければあいつと仲のいいやつを紹介してやるよ。
情報や折原氏は意外な人物を紹介してくれた。
ああ、それとこれはためになる忠告。しずちゃんの前で弟の話はしない方がいい。
半年前に教えてほしかった。
Yup. Too little, too late.
私は不意打ちだった。
Mm.
私には高校2年になる娘がいる。妻に逃げられてからは2人で暮らしてきた。
Wife ran
正
off.
直尊敬されているとは思えない。
Poor guy.
ただ金のためだけに記事を書くようになったのは娘のためだった。
What a... He seems like a nice guy. Salty, okay.
その
静雄は気の許せる友達ですよ。私にとってはね。ただ怒らせると怖いかな。
実はですね、この町で喧嘩ナンバーワンは誰なのかっていう企画でして。
あなたのところの雑誌、そういうの好きですよね。暴走族ランキングとか。
Well, rankings do well.
ともあれ、町の人の中にはあなたが最強なんじゃないかって人もいるんですが、笑っているようだ。
まさか、私より静雄の方がずっと強い。あいつは感動的なくらいやばい。なんていうのかな。喧嘩とか格闘技とかじゃなくて、あいつが狼男とか魔人とか言われても納得するね。あ、宇宙人はちょっと嫌だな。リトルグレイトラウマなんだよね。ともかく、格闘技でどんなに鍛えたやつでも拳銃で撃たれたら終わり。そう、あいつの強さは拳銃のそれだ。比べることに。
Damn, she's really going in.
私が身をもって体験した平和島静雄の強さを、この都市伝説の人物がこれほど雄弁に語
Yeah,
って
I mean, she is pretty close to Shizua, right?
あれは別次元の強さ。
They seem to have a really good relationship
それ
going.
なりの作用で極限の力を発揮するのだろう。人間の限界を超えた一瞬の力、まさに規格外。よくわかりました。これは単なる好奇心ですが。
何ですか？
よろしければヘルメットの下を見せていただけませんか？その無理にとは。
Whoa. Hey, you asked for it. There's no backing out now.
いや、そんなはずは。そうだ。セルティ氏は手品師に
You asked for it, my guy.
気を取り直して私は取材を続けた。聞こえてくるのはダラーズと黄金族の抗争の噂。徹底して無視を決め込むダラーズに黄金族のリーダー将軍が動くのではないか。
There's Shogun.
一体どんなやつなの？
俺らも知らねえっす。黄金族の若い連中も知らないんじゃないかな。顔見たことあるのは
黄金族のメンバーに折原イザヤにだけは関わるなと言明しているという証拠。まさか最強のあの男。
No. He's the dollars.
頻発する切り裂き魔の事件。黄金族はそれがダラーズの仕業だと考えているらしい。数日前、ここで女子高生が襲われた事件でただ一人助かった少女がいたという。私はふとその少女を自分の
Oh, you have no idea how right you are.
切り裂き魔に襲われる娘を 命がけで守る父親。だが、今の私には娘は理解できない宇宙人だった。ダメだ。今日こそ向き合おう。
Oh.
愛する娘と。
Is it Haruna?
知ってますか？今日の通り魔の被害者、東京ウォリアで東京歳時記の記事書いてた人らしいですよ。へえ、雑誌の記者さんなんですか？本当ですか？
No!
私が嘘ついたことありますか？
Stop.
無事なんですか？
セットンさん、知り合いですか？
あ、いや、
She's so bad at
私
lying.
のファンだったんですよ。
Actually, that's not a bad lie.
今度読んでみようかな。それにしても怖いですね。
警察には頑張ってほしいです。来たー！
Ah!
切りたいのはこっちだってんですよ。
サイカさん、ばんは。
無駄ですよ、セットンさん。こっちのレスには反応しないんです。なんだか不気味ですよね。人を切ったのなんだのって。切り裂き魔だったりして。それナイス。
静雄。平和島、静雄。
静雄さんの知り合いですか？
平和島、平和島、平和島、平和島、平和島、平和島、平和島、平和島、平和島、平和島、平和島、平和島、
What?
アンディ、たくさん食べてね。
太るぞ、アンディ。
大丈夫、運動するもん。
冗談だ。
Base?
たくさん食べなさい。
But what's happening
ずっと
here?
一緒だね、お父さん、お母さん。
Clueless. What's happening?
少女は毎日夢を見た。幸せな家庭、それも絵に描いたような。だがそれは消え去った幻。彼女の両親は5年前に
God damn!
悲しい事件によって
Horrible accident.
ただ一人生き残った彼女は今もこうして夢を見る。決して手の届くことのなかった幸せな家庭を。彼女から両親を奪った惨劇。それはこの町に切り裂き魔が
Whoa!
初めて現れた事件だった。
What?
アンディ、体育祭の準備なんかしてもう大丈夫？
Fuck off. Holy fuck. So many things happening. So first of all, I was gonna pause just with the actual reporter guy because I was gonna talk about that guy because that entire scene, honestly, like it was getting me emotional, like the way that he was talking about his daughter and him saying like, because of my daughter, I started to actually care more about the money because, you know, I have to support her, right? I have to help her out. I need to be there for her. So I need the money. And like him talking about it and saying, oh, she's starting to feel like an alien to me. I really want to talk to her and understand her more. God, it was such a good guy. And then he got stabbed by the slasher. And not just that, up until this point, we've only heard about the slasher never actually dealing fatal injuries to anyone until this point, right? We didn't really hear what happened to the girls who were bullying Henri. I don't think they ever confirmed whether they were alive or dead. I'm guessing they're alive, but they never actually confirmed it. But this is the first time that we heard of the slasher actually confirmed killing someone, right? That is interesting. Now we also don't know what happened to Shuji. I'm praying to God that he's alive. I'm gonna guess that he is still alive because otherwise I feel like there's still a lot his character has his character still has a lot of purpose in the story, so we'll see. But I don't know. I genuinely don't know who is Saika possessing right now. It had long hair, so my guess is Haruna, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Oh, and there was another thing. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So you know when Saika in the group chat was talking about how I want to cut like strong people, I love cutting strong people, and then talking about mother and stuff. I wonder because we know that Saika was used to cut Celti. I wonder if Celti was like strong enough for Saika to not possess Shingen when he was using Saika, because Celti is maybe if like the user is cutting something strong enough, maybe I don't know. No, that doesn't make too much sense. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to put it together, but I don't have the info. Can you shut the fuck up? Why does Slasher not get this guy but gets everyone else? Why does he get Shuji but not this fucker? Thank you, Kida. It also explains a lot of Sonohara's character. Oh, this is all what happened in the previous episode, right? Yeah. Whoa, he's the Slasher now! That was him! Whoa! I forgot that we saw the Slasher at the end of the previous episode. The voice inside me told me to watch over her. Is that Haruna? Oh. I love this guy. Also, their relationship is kind of like a sibling relationship, isn't it? It kind of reminds me of a sibling relationship. They're great. Masaka! New aliens are here. Yeah! What's happening? Ah. Shizuo to the rescue. Kuzuhara. Oh, that's Kinosuke. I didn't recognize him without the helmet. Shuji. God, I love Erika so much. Is that her name? I think so, right?
少しは他人のために泣く感性くらい持っとけ。
悲しいと思うが自閉される。
切り裂き魔が許せないと思うが自閉される。
ともかく、俺らは何のためにダラーズに入った？お前らは平穏な人生が送りたいのか？
俺は外国で緑色の髪をした可愛い女の子を娘にして、帰国後美人三姉妹の隣でほのぼのと楽しく暮らす。そんなささやかな日常があればいいんすよ。
Modest.
四つ葉と四つ葉と
Ah,
そういえばこの辺りだった
okay.
な。切り裂き魔が出たな。ああ、舞踊師がおった。ああいう子が狙われるんだろうな。あ、やばいかも。
どうしたんすか？
今のやつ、目が赤かった。
Okay, it's not just for us. They can actually see the red eyes. Okay. It's not just a visual for us. Oh, Kinosuke.
どうした？
いや、なんでもない。ちょっとトラウマ。
Dude, Salty is so innocent. Is so she's so adorable.
私、何してるんだろう。
What's up, Shuji?
僕だ。
They're so cool.
どうした？おい、どこ行くんだ、セルテ！
死んだかな。
まったくひどい人っすよ、カノダさんは。人が平穏に生きたいって言った直後にこの仕打ち。
あの場合、ああするしかねえだろ。
Made in Japan, 2009. 2009. So that can't be Saika then. This blade. It's not even a katana. Also, Saika existed like 20 years ago. God!
首なしライダーと静雄？
トダチンあれ。
化け物か。
Yes.
あなたが平和島静雄？会いたかったわ、静雄。平和島静雄。とってもとってもとってもとっても愛してるわ、静雄。わかった、殺す。
He's so cool.
そうだ、平和島静雄。取材するんだ、最強。この記事が書ければ、きっと全てうまくいく。
Look at them on their knees.
ぎくしゃくしていた娘との関係も
What was that, Sonohara?
昔みたいに、きっと。
No! That is not cool. I have so many things. I have so many things. So many things I want to talk about. Okay, so. Okay, my theory. My theory is that there are two, not Saikas necessarily, but two blades with like a soul. One of them is the original Saika, and one of them is Haruna. Those are my theories, and the reason for that is, so this one here, I'm guessing is Haruna because it says made in Japan 2009. Now, Haruna, it was 2009. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure they mentioned that last year Haruna transferred or like resigned from the school, right? Which would be 2009, right? And since then, she was kind of like an empty shell. Shuji said about like of herself, right? So what if she's an empty shell because she doesn't really have like a soul? What if, or at least like not a full soul? What if she cut up her soul, or maybe the original Saika cut up her soul or something, and somehow put part of her soul into the blade, in the 2009 blade? I feel like that's not fully correct, but the reason I don't know why she would be obsessed with Shizuo, no idea. But that would, you know Shuji, when he was like, oh, but I have to look over her, I have to protect her, talking about Sonohara. My guess would be that somehow Haruna knows that Sonohara is going through the same experience that she was going through, at least when it comes to not the family situation, but more so the school situation, and that's why she feels sympathetic towards her, and that's why she's saying, oh, protect her. Now, why would he attack her? I'm not certain. Maybe it didn't want to attack her. Maybe it had like different intentions, and I don't know. I feel like it doesn't fully match up with my theory, but I feel like there could be something there. So that's my theory. And then the reason I say that it couldn't be the original Saika is because the original Saika, Shingen had the original Saika. And that was over 20 years ago, back when Salty's head got amputated, or when her soul got split in 2 pieces, right? That was over 20 years ago. And this one says, made in 2009. Now, it could also be that Saika can, like, transfer vessels, right? Maybe she's in a new knife now, but she was in a different katana earlier. Which, if that's the case, if that actually is the case, and this is not Haruna, but this is the original Saika just in a different vessel, then that means that breaking a katana does not get rid of the soul, as hypothesized earlier. Earlier, Shizuo said, oh, if I just break the katana, then it should be fine. But if it can actually change vessels like that, then that's not fine, because it means that, well, it can go from one vessel to another. Oh, interesting. Is it Haruna? That would make sense, right? 2009, made in Japan. Like, there must be a reason why they put made in Japan 2009 on the knife. And with like a marker written on it. There's no way there's no reason behind it. There's a reason behind it, right? Surely. And also, who are they talking about? Who are the group? Does the group in the van have a name? Like, all of them together? Do they have like their own name? The nerd group. Who were the nerd group talking about when they said that one of their own got like assaulted or whatever? It wasn't Sonohara, because she's not part of the dollars. It wasn't Shuji, because he's not part of the dollars. So who else was cut up by the slasher? Maybe just someone that we don't know about. I mean, I guess, yeah, because we do know that there were incidents of the slasher happening in the city that we haven't really seen that much about. So it's possible that just a random member of the dollars got hurt by the slasher and they were going to investigate it, right? That's completely possible. Yeah. So that's fair enough. Okay. And also, it was crazy seeing the entire scene happen again. Like, it's been a while since we had an episode that just backtracked back to the beginning of the previous episode and retold the story from a different perspective, like this one did. That's great. That's so cool. Oh my god. And like, we saw Kida going into the same hospital that Nieka was in, and that's where the girl is in, that we don't know much about yet, the supposed Kida's girlfriend. Wow. So which new names did I get in this episode? Only Shiki, I think. Yeah, Shiki is the only new name I got. So the Yakuza boss, but I don't know. I think he could just also be a poser. I think he might not even be relevant to the story. I have him written down just in case. I mean, it's Jiraya's VA, so maybe he's actually gonna be important, but we'll see. I wonder why Shizuo. I wanna fight the strongest. Shizuo. I love you, Shizuo. Mother. Strongest. Love you, Shizuo. Strongest. I wanna fight the strongest. Shizuo. Brother? No. Why? Mother. The only people who I can think of, Haruna, obviously, I'm sure she has some, like, obviously, mother would be a very important name, or I guess, like, word to her because of what happened in the family. Same with Sonohara, but obviously Sonohara is present here in the actual conversation, so that can be it. Who else had like mommy issues? Which, I don't know. I can't think of anyone. Rio? No. Rio's not gonna make another appearance, and also she's part of the, I mean, she is part of the dollars, but no, it's not Rio. I don't know. Do you think, well, I can't ask you guys know this. I wonder if Rio's gonna make like an actual appearance. Like, I wonder if she's gonna be relevant in any story from here on out. I feel like that would be really cool. But anyways, okay. Anyways, I think I exhausted all my theories up until this point. So I'm just gonna end this episode here. Fantastic episode. Dude, it's getting better and better and better. I didn't know that it could peak after like episode 11 or whatever it was, but it's getting insane. The first episode, like 13, was kind of like a weird vibe because it changed a lot of the perspective, but from there on out, like that was obviously like an episode that was used to kind of like change a lot of the actual vibes of the show, and now we're going like full speed ahead, and it's insane. So I'm so excited to see where they're gonna take this story from here on out. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Peace.